Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the turn signal lights from Lasfit. So for this 2013 Passat TDI, we have two different versions. We have the T3 is the new upgraded model that is supposed to be better for hyper flashing. So this is the 1156 red. That's going to be for your rear lights there. So it has that circular bottom there. And then for the front ones, we have the 7443A, and that's going to be for the front ones here with those push-in flat style connectors at the bottom. We also have the side front deflector side marker lights. So those are T10s, and these are the amber version as well. Okay, so build quality, these seem very sturdy. They got this aluminum casing around the outside with some holes pre-drilled in there for heat dispersion, and they have this solid ceramic looking top here. They're very heavy. They have some good weight to them, so they feel like they're going to be very strong and durable. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to install these. Now for the front amber LEDs, it's really easy. You just go back here behind the headlight, and there's this little boot back here, right here. And you're just gonna pull that back. And that's going to reveal this plastic tab that you twist counterclockwise. You can pull straight back, and there's your bulb. So here's a better angle with some light. So this is your tab. You twist it and pull it straight back. And I already took the bulb out just to make it a little easier. So then you grab your Lasfit bulb and you just push it in there, either direction. And then you position this back in the hole. There's some wires that prevent it from coming all the way out, so you just gotta twist it around until you can fit it in there. And I usually look at the front of the headlight over here while I hold the back of the mount. There we go. So you get that in there like that, push it all the way, and then you come back here and you just twist to lock it. The last step is don't forget to reinstall your dust cover. So just place it on and push all the way around. So for the passenger side, it's the same procedure. You're just gonna pull this dust cover off like that. And then you're gonna twist this, let's see, it's gonna be clockwise. And it makes it a little bit easier if you use some pliers. I have big hands and it's kind of hard to twist this tab right here. So just be very careful because it's metal on plastic. But you can get these around your tab there. And then twist it. And then kind of wiggle and pull back at the same time. And that'll pop it out of place. Like that. And there's your bulb. Now insert your Lasfit bulb. And you're going to point this back down in there. Be careful of the wires. Then just like before, look through the front of your headlight and make sure you're getting that bulb right in the hole in the front. Get it in place and twist a lock. And get your dust cover and reinstall that, and you're good to go. Okay, so to install these side marker lights, just go right here. You're gonna have to turn your wheel in, and there's this little plate right here, and it's a T25 screw. So I actually have a 90-degree socket here. It's gonna help me to get in here with the clearance of the tire in the way. But you can also just use a short 1/4-inch ratchet, and then you'll pop this little screw out. And this plate will come off like that. And that gives you access to this boot right here. And you just pull this boot back like that. And then up here, you have this plastic tab, and you have to rotate this counterclockwise like that till it clicks, and pull this back. It's kind of long and there's some wires in there, so you gotta wiggle it around. All right, and there's your bulb. So we're just gonna pull this bulb out of this housing here. You take your Lasfit bulb and you just shove it right there. And then you're gonna take this and position it back into the hole. Push those wires in there as you're trying to get it straight back into the hole there. And then you're gonna feel around until you can get this kind of snug, and then you want to turn and lock it like that. Now, if you're having a hard time getting the bulb back into the hole, you can look through here. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but you can see the LED and the hole that it needs to go to right in there. And you can see that LED bulb right there. You can get that in the hole there. And once you get it in that hole, then you just twist this clockwise and it clicks in place. And once you're done, don't forget to reinstall your rubber boot dust cover here. Make sure it's sealed all the way around. And then you can grab your plate. It's got this little ridge there that you stick in first. And then you'll put your T25 screw back in that hole. Okay, and once you find the position, twist to lock. And then grab your dust boot and install it on top. Make sure you seal it all the way around, and you're done. So to install the rear brake light, and then I like to put my other hand outside and hold the brake light in. It doesn't fall out. So take that out. There's a little plug back here. Let's see, right there. So there's a little red tab. And you're going to pull that red tab up. You can use a flat head or a pair of pliers. It makes it a little bit easier. So you're going to go ahead and pull that out like that. And you can pull this plug out. Like that. You're going to come out here, and your taillight should just pop out like this. And then next, you're going to pry on these tabs around the edge here. So you want to pry these tabs out like that and get those separated from the clips in there. And then you'll pull this whole gray piece up. So I went ahead and pried all these off just because it's hard to do this with one hand in the camera. So pry all those little tabs off. You can pull this up, and there's your bulb. So then you just twist this bulb and pull it out like that. Grab your LED bulb, and then there's these two little holes right there, one on each side, where these little pins on the side line up. These pins right there. So just place those in there, push down and twist, and that's it. Go ahead and turn this around, get it back into position. Make sure your rubber seal gets put back on. Okay, so then make sure your rubber seal's on. You're gonna push this down until you click all four sides. All right, and then you're going to reinsert this back onto your car. Just push it into place like that. Okay, so you're gonna come back in here, reinstall your plug, push that red tab to lock it, grab your screw, Place that in the hole. And you're just going to screw it in until it tightens down. You're going to take this red tab on the electrical plug, pull up, and you can pull your switch out. You're going to unscrew your So for the passenger side, it's the same thing. You're going to pull up on that red tab, pull out your electrical plug there, and then unscrew this white screw with a spring on it, making sure to hold the outside of your taillight with your other hand so that it doesn't fall off your car. Pull your taillight out. Okay, so again, you're going to take your screwdriver and you're going to pry on these clips till you get all 4 of them loose, and then pull this assembly up. And when you're prying on these tabs, you kind of have to pull up at the same time so that these little gray tabs slip out of the hole of the red hole right there. So once all those are unclipped, pull this out. Okay, so take your old bulb, push down and twist. Pop it out. Get your new bulb, line it up with the holes, push down and twist, and then you can take your assembly and line up your light into the hole. Get that back into place. Now you can make sure to push down all the clips till they lock. Okay. And just make sure also that there's no wire getting from stuck over here from inside, because this is your hole that you're going to be screwing your hold down bolt into, just like that. Okay, so take your headlight, I'm going to slide it back into place, go back inside. Okay, then reinstall your electrical clip. Push down on the red tab to lock, and then place your bolt in and twist until tight.